He had a knife, innit? Look, he had a knife. He had a knife, like, can you see the knife? Next to the officer's feet, there's a knife. He had a knife.
Mom, I haven't done nothing, Mom!
So basically, from the video that you can see, the mum's. I turned it off because the mum came, and the mum's kind of crying. But he's had a knife. He had a knife in his hand. Yeah. So subhanallah, and you know the amount of people that are dying because of knife crime. Now, obviously, as far as I know, they're saying he had the knife. Yeah, I'm not saying if he did or he didn't. I don't know. But you know, it just shows you. And look, his mum's crying. Subhanallah. You know. Yeah, it's sad. Wallah, it's sad. Okay. Naveed, can you? I'll just, because I might do it. Do you see what happens?
Bro, that's your mum.
I know, bro, I know. Why are you saying it like that, bro? You're looking at me thinking I'm some scum, bro.
It's your mum, bro.
Yeah, but what? Do you think I'm a scum or something?
Man. So if you put you in the van, we'll take you to custody. Do you understand? Actually, going to hit your feet. And all the front.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brothers and sisters and dear friends. This happened while we was walking. We came back from eating. We were just walking down the road and we saw some commotion and we headed towards where it was happening, and this is what we saw. There was a lot of things happening. There was a lot of commotion. The saddest part of it all was obviously, well, the shocking part of it all was that we know in the UK that knife crime is increasing crazy on an epidemic level, and to see a man on the floor and the knife there, it was quite, you know, shocking to see. It's like, okay, this is coming to our doors now. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And obviously that was a kind of experience. But then to see, like, as I was recording, you see a lady walking past, and we didn't even know, and she walked past and turned around and saw her own son and started screaming, you know. And then a grown man who's involved in gangs, you know, most likely he's involved in gangs if he's carrying a knife, you know, maybe I'm assuming that, to start crying like a baby. And it shows you the reality of this lifestyle, yeah? Now, there's a lot of lessons that we can learn from this. So, for example, the mum, imagine the mum is crying and shouting because she knows her son's going to go to jail or he's done something wrong. She's upset. She said, nobody wants to see their child like that. Then from the other angle, it's the fact that this guy who's carrying that knife, imagine if he killed and stabbed somebody, like the youngsters that are dying every day. Imagine this mother, well, you can say, thank God, in a way, didn't see their son stabbed to death. So their son potentially could have stabbed someone to death, but might end up in jail, and she was upset. And that was heartbreaking for us all. You know, that's why we stopped recording. But imagine now all the family members who have seen or heard or had a phone call that your loved one was stabbed to death and they died. Yeah? And that man over there on the floor is maybe one of those people that are responsible for these attacks that are happening. And we need to learn a lesson from this, my brothers and sisters, and understand that, look, this life is a delusion. Yeah, you need to understand this life is a delusion, and chasing this life is not going to bring you nothing. These people who are pushing this lifestyle, be it guns, gangs, girls, all this kind of stuff, they are not all about this life. They just chat. They just, a lot of these rappers that you talk about gangs and this that, they get caught in the on the road and they get robbed. Yeah, they get robbed and they start crying out, allow me, yeah? There's a lot of this happen because they're not about this life. It's all fake, yeah? So don't get caught up in the madness, the crazy stuff that's happening. Look, I had my jahiliyyah, yeah? I was involved in certain gangs and stuff like that. Yeah, and let me tell you something. You think you're a gang member or whatever you are until somebody puts a gun to your face or a knife, you start crying. The biggest man will start, oh, please allow me, yeah? Okay, one bullet and you're finished. No matter how big you are, how hench you are, what kind of bulletproof vest you have, no problem. One bullet to your head, you're gone. One knife to a vital organ, you're finished. Yeah? You're finished. And it just doesn't end there. You would wish that it ends there. Okay, I'm dead, I'm done. No, it doesn't end there, brother. That's now the beginning. Yeah, now you're going to answer your Lord. You're going to answer to your Lord. Allah's going to ask you, I've given you this wealth. I've given you the health. I've given you this, this and this. What did you do with it? Oh Allah, I did nothing. I was fighting. I thought I owned the area called N15, N19, NW this, NW that. And I was fighting for this territory. Oh, did I own the territory? No. Oh Allah, I just deluded myself and believed that this is my end. Nobody can come to my ends. I'm going to prove my point. I have to prove a point. So I'm going to come and stab you and do this and kill you over property that I don't own. Yeah? This is how crazy and wild it's become. And you're destroying lives. You're not just killing the person innocently. Yeah? The Prophet ﷺ said, one of the signs of the hour is that the person who's dying doesn't know why he's dying. The person who's killing doesn't know why he's killing. Yeah? So we need to understand that when you're killing somebody, it's not just that person that's dying. You're killing their family members every day. They're dying every day. They're going to die every day. Yeah? You wouldn't want that for your family members. Yeah? So, brothers and sisters, please come to your senses. Wallahi, you're just deluding yourself. Fix up. Yani, I had to come to a realization where I said, look, this is all nonsense. The people, believe me, I had my jahiliyyah where I would go and fight for everybody, help them, this, that. Wallahi, once, this is, look, I'm telling you, I've never shared this in my life. It's the first time I've ever shared it. I got jumped once. All the people that I helped, wallahi, none of them came to help me. I was like, look bro, I was there for you, I was there for you. None of them came to help me. So, it's these realizations. Yani, you have to be clever. Be clever, learn from other people's mistakes. Leave this lifestyle. Leave it. And another thing is the rights of your parents. Your mom. A man came to the Prophet ﷺ and said, who has more rights over me? He said, your mother. And then who? He said, your mother. And then who? He said, your mother. And then who? He said, then your father. Yeah? Your parents have rights over you. Yeah? And your mom, when you put your mom through that torture, wallahi, you're going to be punished. Allah says in the Quran, after I ask you to worship me, obey your parents. Be good to your parents. Abdullah ibn Umar saw a man, radiallahu anh, he saw a man carrying his mum doing tawaf around the Kaaba. And as he was doing that, he was humiliating himself. He was saying, I'm my mother's humble camel. I'm my mother's humble camel. Yeah? After he did the tawaf, he came to Abdullah ibn Umar and he said, have I paid back my mum for what she's done for me? He said, you did not pay her back for one oof, she said when she gave birth to you. And look at this child, what he's putting his parents through. His mum. Look at her mum, his mum crying out loud. Wallahi, shall I tell you something? One of the companions, when his mother died, he was crying so much. He said, one of my doors to Jannah is gone. One of my doors to Jannah is gone. Wallahi, you'll never get another mum. You will never, ever, ever get another mum. Believe me, believe me, believe me. Wallahi, this is a reminder to myself first. Your door to Jannah, your success in this life, obedience to your parents. Your mother specifically, and your father, of course. Your mother, wallahi, I'm telling you, kiss her feet. I'm telling you, kiss her feet. Whatever she says to you, we are told not to even say oof to our mother, oof. Yeah? And it's a reminder to me, I'm not going to become an angel. There's a lot of things I need to work on. But my mother, I try my best. Wallahi, before I leave the door, I always say, Mom, please make dua for me. If there's a little thing, if I realize that I've upset my mom a little bit, wallahi, I get scared of leaving the store. I don't know if Allah will send a calamity. I say, Mom, please forgive me, etc. If I've upset you in any way, directly, indirectly, forgive me. And I ask because wallahi, I know my mother's dua, Imam Bukhari, he was a blind man. He was blind. His mom made his mom's constant duas. Yeah? Even there is a real life story of a man who's an imam of the haram. Yeah? And he told the story where his mom would make dua and say every time, look at this one, look at how beautiful the character is. Every time she was angry, usually mom's curse. Yeah? And wallahi, it's dangerous. It scares me, you know. If my mom, and before back in the days, I used to be naughty, etc. Today thinking about it, wallahi, if my mom was to curse me, wallahi, I would think, anytime Allah, God, I don't know what would happen. Yeah? Alhamdulillah, she doesn't, may Allah bless her, she always makes dua. But the issue is that this mother would always say, may Allah make you the imam of the Kaaba. And this is what she would always say. And this man ended up being the imam of the Kaaba. It's a real story, it's on YouTube, you can watch it. Be obedient, this is your success. And wallahi, the biggest destruction, Anybody, wallahi, I've had witnesses. I have seen people who swear at their mother, who hit their mother. Yeah? Vile animals, vile animals. I have not seen, wallahi, I've not seen success in them. They have become lost, corrupted souls. Lost, corrupted souls. So, brothers and sisters, obey your parents. And shall I tell you something? Obedience, what is that? A lot of people are going to say, my mother has passed away. How am I going to do obedience? We are told, the Prophet ﷺ has told us, if I'm not mistaken, obedience to your parents, even if they have passed away, is what? That one of them is that you do good to their friends. You visit their friends often. This is number one. Number two is that you make dua for them. That's a form of obedience. Do you understand that? Even if they have passed away, you still can be obedient to them by praying for them. That's a form of obedience. Make dua for them. When you're praying for Fajr, etc., make dua. And every day I make dua. Oh Allah, guide my father to Islam. Open his heart to Islam. Make my mom come closer to Islam. Pray, etc. My brother, my family members. That is their right upon me. Yeah? And I do that, inshallah. And I ask you guys to do the same. And let's not have these scenes. And we ask this brother who's been arrested, he changes life around, he repents, he comes closer to God, and he makes us happy. The pleasure of Allah, inshallah, is at the pleasure of the parents. That's why he says, after you obey me, obey your mom. Yeah? And the one who's disobedience to his Lord, of course will not care about his parents. It's a little reminder from me, my dear brothers and sisters. May Allah bless you guys for watching, inshallah. Hope you guys have benefited. If I've missed out anything, forgive me, inshallah. If I've said anything wrong, it's from shaitan and myself. And everything good is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. May Allah bless you guys till next time. Inshallah, just subscribe, share this video, inshallah. If anybody else wants to access this video, any media channels, etc., get in contact with me, inshallah. I do not mind. You can share it as long as you just put a link. And inshallah, people, give awareness so people can watch the dawah, inshallah, from what we do. Till next time, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Got more videos coming. Subscribe. Take care.